Hello everyone, and welcome to Building Brand You, the show where we help you to accelerate your success, getting you more clients, more revenue, more business, and more opportunities by unlocking your greatest asset, you. My name is Kym Hamer. I'm an international business coach, speaker, and serial entrepreneur. Today, I want to focus on the area of credibility in building your brand. Now, credibility speaks to, are you believable? What are you known for? What do others say about you? If you are believable, others will probably know you as a product of your product. If you're believable, it helps you to sell, it helps you to position, it helps you to influence, and it just helps you to connect with all the right people. So credibility is a really important part of building your brand you. There are a number of ways to think about building your credibility. Firstly, let's think about what is your track record. What can you say that you have done? What results have you actually produced? What makes you the expert? We often talk in the coaching world about being a product of your product. I'm a business coach. I not only have my own coaching clients, but I've had coaches for many, many years, and I still to this day have a number of different business coaches for different aspects of what I'm aiming to do. So think about in your area of business. What's your track record? Are you actually a product of the product you're trying to sell to other people? The next two pieces of credibility are really things that you should be thinking about on an ongoing basis. And these are case studies and testimonials. These are from people who can talk about your work and the results they have produced. And they will speak to your credibility far more than anything you could say about yourself. So that's three areas you might want to start building your credibility. Thinking about your track record and the story you tell about that. And then thinking about the stories that others tell about you in case studies and testimonials. But how do you do this effectively? We've all seen testimonials or stories where they're very nice, but actually what we buy is the result that we get from people. People don't come to me as a coach because I happen to be a nice person. That may be part of the decision-making process, but ultimately why they buy my services as a coach is because they believe I will get a result for them. So your stories about your credibility need to speak to your results. This is where learning how to develop your star story is really powerful. Your star story is the perfect way of both telling your own story about what you've achieved and also guiding others in either case studies or giving you testimonials and reviews. Now, STAR is actually an acronym, and it stands for situation, task, action, and result. That means we make it a short story, we create the situation and create the context for why we're telling the story. Then we go to T, task. What was the task or objective we needed to achieve? What was the thing we were given or set out to do? A is for action, and this speaks to what did you actually do? And that's a really important part of credibility. You want to speak about what you did or have others refer to what you specifically did for them. And R stands for result. This is the result that you actually achieved. So let me give you an example of one of my star stories. So many years ago, I was offered a role in a company I was working for to transition into looking after a new division. When we think about my star story, the situation I faced was that the brand and the division was performing well below budget. We also had inventory out of control, and there was just no direction or accountability at all in the division. So that was the situation I faced. The task I was given was I had to bring the division back to budget within 12 months. I had to get the brand principle back on side. I had to establish not only good working relationships with them, but there were also a lot of processes that were missing. And the other task was I had to actually engage the team within the division to work together and to not give up hope, to keep looking for ways that we could achieve all these objectives. If I think about the action, the A in my star story, one of the particular actions I took was reconfiguring the procurement process and managing how we actually measured our inventory and placed orders. A second thing I did was set up a weekly call between the 3 different sales leads for their input and ideas about how we could actually bring the business unit back into budget. So they were just 2 of the actions in my star story. The result, the R in my star story, is that within 9 months, I had turned the business unit around and we were tracking ahead of budget. We reduced our procurement by half, which resulted in significant cost savings within the division. And the relationship with the brand principal had improved to such an extent that they agreed to integrate this particular division, which up till now was separate and with a separate sales team, into the rest of our business, which was significant cost saving for us as a business. So we earned their trust, we brought the business back on track, and we made our own business more profitable as a result. So that's an example of a star story. 1 sentence on each of those 4 letters. And you can see how that builds my credibility. So building your star story, no matter whether it's your own to establish your own track record or in asking other people for testimonials, reviews and potential case studies, is a great way of establishing your credibility. And credibility is an essential part of building a trusted brand. So this week, I encourage you to find your star stories. Where have you had success and how could you shape those into a STAR, a star story, and to incorporate them into the stories about you, your brand, and your business? Have fun with that, and I'll speak to you next time. Thank you for listening to the Building Brand You podcast. I'm Kym Hamer, and if you've enjoyed this episode, please leave me a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. Connect with me on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram or Twitter, and for all the latest news and tips, become a member of the brand new Building Brand You Facebook group. I help people to accelerate their success by unlocking their greatest asset. If you'd like to find out more, please book in for a free 20-minute coaching call at bit.ly/BBY chat. Accelerate your results by unlocking your greatest asset, you.